if a business was to go public, what does that cost?
Yeah, it's a good question, Nick. I mean, first is first, the ASX or any exchange will want audited accounts, and those audited accounts probably you'd have to engage an auditor, cost anywhere between $50,000 or $100,000 to get your accounts audited, depending on the complexity of it. The second thing a company needs to do is appoint some directors. So, in order to list on the ASX, you need to have 2 Australian non-exec directors, essentially as a minimum requirement. Normally, non-exec directors get paid probably $3,000 or $4,000 a month, and your chairman normally $5,000 or $6,000 a month. That's standard, depending on the size. Obviously, your bigger companies like the BHPs and the Rios will demand or command significantly higher than that. So that's something to consider. You need to engage a lead manager like a Peak Asset Management. Essentially, that is a requirement. So a group like us that are under an Australian financial services license, and normally on success, we might charge the company a percentage to raise capital, but also we might charge an ongoing retainer to help with ongoing corporate advisory or help throughout the process. A company on the to list, you need to engage a lawyer, and for that you need to do what's known as a prospectus, which is essentially an offer document. And what a prospectus does has a bit about the company, has a bit about what they're doing, a little bit about their structure, a little bit about the market, a little bit about the capital, and what it's used for, the use of funds, etc. So that normally costs anywhere between $80,000 to $150,000 to put the prospectus together. And then a company also needs to engage a company secretary. And what a company secretary is really the liaison between the ASX, which is the exchange, and the company. So they help with anything to do with the documentation and anything ongoing. So it's a whole project involved. So normally the average cost to list the company is anywhere in $300,000 to $500,000. That's sort of a norm.